Hi, welcome to week 8 of Road to Japan Ironman. So this week is just going to be touching on some money and how I choose to spend it. Try to spend it wisely and get good bang for my buck. So we'd all love to be able to spend out on the top bikes, for instance the Canyon CFRs, but they're certainly out of my price range or for what I choose to spend, since I've got to be able to spend me pension wisely and manage it long term. So to that end, I bought a Sculptura bike last year, which was a demo bike being used for some press launch or something. So it had been ridden but not greatly, and I made a really good saving on that, over 50% I think of the list price. A really good deal off a friend who runs a local bike shop. So to that end, place I make savings is on my sports trackers, so my smartwatch, etc. A few years ago, when I got back into the sports and doing some open water swimming, I decided it was about time I got a smartwatch again to track my activities. I had been using my phone for a while for my paddleboarding and whatever, which worked fine, but I wanted something to do me swims, etc. outdoors. So at the time I was looking at the Garmin's, but certainly a lot of them were way outside my price bracket that I could afford at the time, and certainly going forward. So I bought a Amazfit T-Rex initially, which did me well for a couple of years, and then last year when I was looking at getting training for the Talon Ironman, I decided again it was time for an upgrade. Looked again at the Garmin's, but again out of my price bracket. So I looked at more up-to-date Amazfit watch, as the T-Rex had done me really well initially. So at the time I bought a Amazfit Balance, which was on offer for around about £130, and it gave me everything I needed at that time for up and me running and me cycling, etc. Had loads of good features on it, like mapping and some AI training features that you could get through the Zep app, which I used for me marathon training last year. Worked really well, gave me a good grounding in. So just recently I've had a bit of an upgrade on the watch, so I've actually gone up to the Balance 2, mainly because I'd sent the original Balance back before it was out of warranty, because there was a slight issue. It didn't really affect the overall functionality greatly, but one of the features wasn't working. It was the body composition, I think, wasn't working properly. So I thought before anything else happened and it went out of warranty, I'd test the warranty system. So after navigating my way through, which is a bit awkward and chasing around, once I got onto the warranty system, it was super simple. I raised a ticket and they actually sent me out a postage label for me to post the watch back to the repair centre in the UK. And then a week and a half later, they sent me a new one, and due to the fact that they never had any Balance or the original Balance watches left in stock, they actually gave me an upgrade to the newer Balance 2. which is a really good watch. I'll put the details up here. It's fully featured, and yeah, so it's got mapping, navigation, contactless payments, music storage, full Bluetooth connectivity, some AI features if you want to use them, and even within the app, I've discovered the mapping is incredibly easy to use. Unlike some of the reviews for the Amazfits say, you can actually create maps and courses, run courses, etc., quite easily, and import them into your watch for the navigation. Works really well and quite simple. Or you can, a bit more long-winded, is you can import the GPX into the Zep app and then upload that into your watch. Like I said, super simple, even though some of the reviews say it's not available, it is. I've got a short video which I'll put a link to in the description of the video of how to do that. Yeah, so Amazfits is one of the ways I make some savings, so I can use the money more wisely, and to fund the trips to Japan, etc. Yeah, so I try to choose how I spend the money wisely, make savings where I can, and get a decent, maybe not the top of the range equipment, but equipment that suits my needs well. So, like I said, the Amazfit ecosystem seems to be really good and improving all the time. They now sponsor the High Rocks games or whatever competitions. Yeah, they're major sponsor, so they seem to be up in the game. And for the features that you get on the watches, like I said, the Balance 2 is roughly half the price of the equivalent Garmin Fenix, which has the same sorts of features. So well worth it. They seem to be really good, and they are starting to get some really good reviews on the YouTube by different people who test watches out. So I'm well happy with them, and for the price that you can buy into the Amazfit watches from about £80 odd for the Active 2, or even the BIP 6, I think, is around about £50 to £60. And certainly keep an eye out for offers on Amazfit. So I'm not sponsored by Amazfit or anything like that. I just like the product, and this is my third, I think, watch. So really happy. Made up with the Balance 2, and good warranty system once you navigate your way through. So no complaints from me. So I'm going to finish this here. Maybe a little bit of my activity and fitness level from last week, being in Wales after this, and I won't make the video too long. Right, I'm going to get off. I'm going to be going out into town and get a few supplies. So I will catch you next time.